That's cool.
Hello, 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 hello. How's it going? Welcome to the KH2. Do you call it the FF7 mod? Is that like the
No,
joke?
just call it the FFVII mod. It's just to mess with people.
Well, I know when you first announced it, I was like, oh shit. what kind of Final Fantasy 7 stuff is gonna be in here? Was that like done on purpose though, right?
Yeah, so I did it intentionally to fuck with people in like search algorithms.
Oh. Okay. Why is that?
I'm somehow hearing myself through the stream, and it's gonna drive me nuts if I don't figure it out.
Oh, you know what I can do? Because I'm sharing my screen. I'm sharing all of my audio.
Yeah, share the like game window, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But then you'll only hear the I think you'll only hear the sound effects. I think that's how that works, right?
Dude, the voices in my head are getting crazy right now.
Oh, you can still hear it?
I think we're good.
Okay.
Wait, no, now I can. Wait, no, now I can hear. Oh my god.
We good?
What if I just stop watching the Discord stream? Like, all.
I think I just shared my screen.
Why can I hear it when the Twitch stream is muted? That's weird.
Oh.
Oh, I'm an idiot. It started on YouTube for me as well. That's what's wrong. Okay.
This is
My
is the PCSX copy. This is the FFVII mod, a freeform mod that is like overhauled. It looks like everything. So I'm super excited to try it out. Xadd has given me an updated patch. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Am I just gonna learn what's in it as we play through?
Yeah, I'll describe some stuff to you just because you know, I gave you this like 10 minutes before we went live, so not all the text is actually up to date.
Okay. So some things might look a little different. I don't know if you have noticed anything quite yet, but a lot of really cool things.
It's really vanilla.
Yeah, completely vanilla. What is Roxas' outfit? I think it's normal. I don't think anything's...
Yeah, this is the final mix recolor.
Let's see how long we can gaslight chat.
Oh yeah, speaking of chat, let me actually...
There is a Final Fantasy VII reference. What the fuck?
What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, you're right.
This isn't Final Fantasy VII. See, me and my texture guy, like, at first we were just like, oh yeah, it's just a funny name. And then we started thinking, like, wouldn't it just be really, really, really funny if there were like a lot of FF7 references, even though it has nothing to do with FF7?
Is there I always go offense.
You are free to do as your heart commands.
Thank you. So what so you originally made the Aqua mod and the Vanitas mod. What made you want to do like a freeform mod? Like what was the like motivation to be like, hey, I want to make this more like, I don't know, feel better.
So over the years that I was making Vanitas and Aqua, it kind of just hit me that, you know, we have all this moveset potential and stuff, and yet no one's actually just gone back to the regular game and just touched it up with a lot of this cool stuff that you can do with this engine, like letting you move in the middle of combos, and like, you know, a big one was like actually dodge canceling out of stuff, because, you know, that's one thing that like I feel I really loved about Kingdom Hearts 3. And yet it didn't, Kingdom Hearts 2 didn't have that, so I was like, what if I just, you know, add that?
Add it myself. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll just do it myself. So yeah, it was kind of just, and also, I mean, look, I love Roxas, you know, I don't love Vanitas or Aqua. That might surprise people, but I really don't.
Really? Wait, what?
Yeah, I really don't.
Really not?
But Sora is like, you know, he's that guy, okay? This dude slices through buildings with a blunt weapon, okay?
Yeah, pretty cool.
This guy deserves to have like a crazy fun moveset with a bunch of options that people can go back and like, you know, have a bunch of replay value for. And I feel it's gonna sound egotistical, but I don't mean it that way, okay? I am the only person that is batshit insane enough to mod this game for over a decade and learn all the ins and outs of this dumbass engine, and then be like, what if I make a project around that knowledge, okay? Like, there's really cool stuff like Nobody May Cry, but like, we have like different like combat design philosophies, which is fine. I love the dude, by the way. Really good stuff. Check that out too.
Yeah, I haven't actually tried it out yet. It looks really cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I did play it. But yeah, I like it's either gonna be like that guy or like a couple of other dudes, or you know, me doing this, and like everyone else who has the talent to do stuff like this and like the sheer dedication is already doing their own stuff. So I'll just like, you know what, let me put Aqua on hold for a bit and just do this.
Oh, okay. Hey, Octa, thanks for the resub. Have you seen Freerin?
Is he asking me or you?
I was asking you. They said watch Freerin.
Oh, I've only seen like 5 animes in like the entirety of my life.
Oh yeah?
So
top one?
Top one? Oh, okay, listen.
Yeah?
You know, if you haven't seen the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX English dub, you are missing out on the original abridged series of anime, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone talks up, like, the Ghost Stories English dub or whatever, or, like, you know, Death Note in English is also just really funny, because Brad Suela's lie is amazing. But if you have not... If you don't know the mantra, like, Chaz it up, you haven't lived your life fully, okay? So you gotta go watch Yu-Gi-Oh! GX English.
So, funny story, I'm on a podcast where we go through all the old Yu-Gi-Oh! Shows, because I've never watched them. We just finished GX a couple months ago. We've been watching 5Ds.
My man. Okay, hold on. Real big question. Did you actually finish GX, or did you not know that there was a undubbed season 4 of it?
No, watch that because the original dub ends on a cliffhanger, right? Because like he dies.
Yes. Yes, it's so
wild.
Fucked.
It is.
That's not the real ending.
It's so funny.
It's like actually crazy that English speakers didn't get the 4th season.
I think I'm trying to think about when because we talked about it on the podcast. I think it was like the next series was coming out, and so they really wanted to like get that running so that they could start selling more cards and stuff. And so they were just like, he's dead. It's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
Wild.
Honestly, it's kind of it's actually just insane because mind you, this was back when 4Kids would like always evade talking about things like death and love for whatever reason.
The guns that are just like, I think they do like finger guns or something.
Yeah,
just point.
and yet, but they end GX with Cyrus looking up and wait, this is a spoiler. Never mind. If you haven't seen GX English, go watch it, chat. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's actually crazy that it ended the way that it did, quote unquote.
Oh man.
Since someone shower room while he was talking about that stuff. Derp Zumi, he's playing on critical, so he's gonna get sent to the Shadow Realm eventually.
Yeah, underestimating my amazing Kingdom Hearts 2 skills.
You're right. Listen, you still owe Phantom Aquas a legitimate fight.
Oh my god.
I haven't forgotten.
Oh man, I need to go back to that though. You don't like Vanitas or Aqua, but you made 2 like very fleshed out mods on them.
Okay, all right.
What's the lore?
I'm gonna give you the Xadd GX lore dump.
Here we go.
Here we go. I'll have to explain some stuff in the middle of this, but after you kill these guys. Anyways, so back when I was making Vanitas, like at the very start of it, we didn't have like a way to get custom models in the game at the very beginning of it. So, this one guy, Soraiko-san, the person who made a T-mod, for whatever reason, I'm not sure what compelled him to do this, but he hex vertex edited, I believe, like, bones on Sora's model and then texture modded him to make him look as close to Vanitas as we could get. And I saw that and I was like, huh. And then he also had a moveset tool which he actually really despises for some reason. But whatever. And so I was like, huh, I want to learn this tool. Let me use this character here as an excuse to do that and like separate it from base 2FM. So so I worked on that, and then in the middle of that, it was like, oh, by the way, we can import custom models now. All right. So
import Aqua.
Yeah, exactly. So okay, let me explain some stuff to you, which I probably should have explained before. But the weapons you choose at the beginning of the game, they actually give you a specific power. They are actually implemented in this version. They are not coming soon. They are right here, right now. So the one you chose, the Warrior's power.
I'm gonna put this on later when I get to like KH2 Sora.
You can put it on whenever. It should work for Roxas, but again, I implemented it like 10 minutes before the stream, so it might not work. Ooh, he's on challenge mode. Let's go. By the way, rune transition.
Is that normal?
So you need to go out of the room because you put on challenge mode. So it tried to load in a moveset that didn't exist. So please go back so people don't think my code is bad.
No. Yeah. This is the certified like Bio-Roxas fucks things up.
Certified. Equip everything but the challenge mode. Walk into the next room, then equip it. Please let it load. I see. We're so back. Everything's fine. That would have crashed on PC, by the way. So
really?
Thank God for emulator.
Oh my god.
Anyways.
So wait, what's changed about? Are they faster?
What do you guys do? Challenge mode enemies are either faster to match how fast you are with your improved speed. By the way, you can quick run on the ground now. Or they'll counter slightly faster, or they'll actually just be more intelligent.
Oh, great.
And, you know, I didn't go too hard on intelligence for, like, basic enemies, so, but it's like, you know, they might idle, like, for less time, basically.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, so there, you crit him and got an item for it. Warrior's power gives you random criticals on your finishers, and if you do crit, you can get an item off of it. So, there you go. Plain mushroom plus. Good job. So, yeah, this is. See, I told you before the beginning of the stream, right? This is a mod for everyone, right? I see all you motherfucking gacha gambling addicts who are paying money for Square Enix to shut down servers for their browser games like a year later. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you can just gamble for loot by attacking things in Kingdom Hearts 2. You're welcome.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
and also it's just satisfying to critical something, but you'll see once you have scan. Yeah, also welcome to Twilight Thorn. Yeah, let's go gambling. Just gamble.
Holy shit. That was awesome. Is it like unlimited combo finishers, or is that like a... Did I miss something?
That's a Roxas thing. I will tell you right now, Roxas is just like really accelerated his capabilities in this, but like you're gonna have to earn some of that with Sora. That's the Roxas life out here.
I like the station.
Yeah, shoutouts to Reveneer for like pretty much all the texture work in this mod. He is very, very dedicated.
This was so cool.
I honestly think the negative colored nobody just looks so much more intimidating.
Yeah, no, it looks really good.
Revenier's insanity for good texture work is like my insanity for programming shit in this game.
Oh, a good team then.
Yeah.
I love that.
Alright, you think you got paid for this? He has actually gotten paid money by me directly.
Let's go.
For all those people who wonder where those Patreon dollars go to, most of it goes to money and the textures for this mod. And food on my table, but you know. Is that animation leading to a DM? Yeah, that's one of the AI changes disturbs Zumi. I let him use the unused attack instead of looping into the RC quickly. The attack he was doing before you decimated him with infinite arrow finishers. Again, the code dungeon. I see you, Secret KR's 2 FM intern.
What?
It's some lore.
Ah.
That's some live stream lore. I should read your chat. I have both chats open, but like, how do streamers do this? How do you like actually have collab streams and then also engage with chat? It actually seems near impossible.
Yeah, good question. I was just kind of chatting. We'll try to read chat when we can, but I like to treat like these collab streams as like kind of like a mini interview, so that we can like get a lot of your thoughts down on like why did we do it like this, or like what was the motivation. Sorry. Oh, I love that. So satisfying. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna open it on Discord. Let's see if I hear an echo. Actually, I'm a genius. I'll just mute the Discord screen share. Okay, I don't want to be desync from what you're doing. So I know Twitch desyncs.
Oh yeah, I can desync. Pretty bad.
Yeah. Oh wait, but how am I gonna read chat if it's? Oh my god.
Stop, he's already dead.
Impossible.
Oh wait, no, I don't have to hear the rules again.
You sure you don't want to hear the rules? It could be pretty complicated.
Yeah, they might have changed.
Love to contribute textures. Well, bad news, Creepola. I already told him, listen, you gotta stop or this is never gonna release, so we're not doing more textures.
Stop it.
like, listen, my texture guy, Revenir, he's like batshit insane where he'll like do nothing for like a week, and then on a day he'll send me like 20 different textures all at once. Like, are you doing this? So I'll randomly be like, there have been some times where I'm like, okay, I guess I'll put out a version of this. Like, dude, I just retextured like every hard list in the game for your mod, and it's like, fuck, I gotta code that now. Like, it's worth it. Don't get me wrong, dude. 2069 finish, nice.
Planned.
That's how you stream, right? You just
69,
reference.
420.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so cool.
So you're doing perfect. Natural.
Oh man, I'm gonna be a natural streamer one of these days. You know, once. You know, I feel like I've brought some tech issues to you too, even on this stream. Like, you already got a T-stancing Dusk earlier.
That was my fault.
Well, I could have told you, but I was too busy espousing a Vanitas lore.
Oh, did we finish that?
I don't think we did. I don't know where I left the story off. Oh, right. So Vanitas, worst mod ever, by the way. Just play Aqua or this instead.
I like that one.
Anyways, that mod, I'm really glad that you do. I cannot, because I look back at everything and I'm just like, man, I could do this so much better now.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, where was it at? Oh, right. And then eventually in the middle of Vanitas' development, you're like, hey, we have custom models now. So then, you know, we have like actual Birth by Sleep Vanitas. But yeah, that was basically just like me learning the moveset tool and then just using a bunch of my knowledge of other stuff too. And my god, okay. There is nothing worse about modding this game back then than trying to recolor or like re-texture effects, because the majority of that shit that Vanitas does with like the different effect colors, that was hex edited, okay?
I was just about to ask.
Some of those things. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just about to ask, it was hex editing, right?
Yeah, so let me explain something to you guys. Okay. You know what? I want you to take a guess. Okay. I'm gonna read chat for this too. I've got YouTube and I've got Twitch up. Okay. I want all of you in chat to tell me how long you think it took me to get a red explosion effect on Vanitas. I want you to guess. Just guess. Okay. For one effect.
5 years.
5 years from Demonic Howard. All right, he's locked in. Come on, let's hear it. All right, at least a month. 8 years. At least 3 months. 1 month. Correct explosion effect. 1,000,000 seconds. A week. 3 months. 7 weeks. Okay. Okay, 5 months. All right. Okay, so for this red explosion effect, okay, it's actually an unlisted stream where I sat down for 6 fucking hours just trying to hex edit all of explosion. This is one effect, okay? We have a tool for effects now, thank Christ for that.
Wait, not yet. I missed the answer. Twitch ads. Everyone's like, wait.
Okay, I'll just put it in chat.
They should be back. I have it like set to the lowest settings. It's usually like 20-30 seconds.
Holy shit,
awesome.
That's funny. Alright, I'll write it in chat too.
Oh my god.
Okay, there we go. 6 hours on an unlisted live stream. Remind you, this is one effect. Do you guys know how many fucking effects Sora has? Just base Sora? He has like 52.
Yeah,
okay?
it's wild.
This one effect took me 6 hours. So you combine all of that, right? And it actually, unironically, probably took like collectively like 2 months for like all of Vanitas' effect.
That's wild.
And that's not even including some of the enemies that I recolored the effects of too. Because, you know, there's some effects in this game, well, a lot of effects where, you know, it's just like a PNG file that you can just put back in. But if it's like a sub model or like something built into the engine that renders like in real time, you have to just find the hex data for that. And the reason it takes so long if you don't have a tool is that the entire format in this game is, you know, scattered with all of its data across each effect. It's not the same throughout because every effect is unique basically. So yeah, that was the worst part about Vanitas by far. Anyways, yeah, so that was Vanitas. Hell, there's a reason that mod angers me, and part of it's because it was like my first complete project, but it's not even complete. Like I had so much more planned for it, but I was actually so pissed off after a certain point that I was like, you know what?
Really, it's not worth it.
I could just release this and just like go off the internet.
Yeah. Oh my god. And then Aqua pulled you back.
Yeah. So then we get to Aqua like much later down the line. I did that because I was dating this girl at the time, and her favorite character was Aqua. I was like, hey, you want me to do this? And she was like, yeah, that'd be awesome. So I started it, and eventually we broke up. So that's kind of where it went into limbo.
Aww.
Yeah. I say break up like it ended normally. It didn't, but we're not going to get into that. Point is,
I have a therapist. We can do some processing.
I don't think therapy is gonna help with this one.
Oh no.
But thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
You know what does help though? Chinese food.
Yeah. I think I watched the entirety of Supernatural when I was in high school and made a Tumblr because I liked this girl. And then we stopped talking.
Damn.
Yeah. We do strange things when you're in love.
You know what? I've never watched the entire Supernatural, but I will give it this. The one where it's a parody Scooby-Doo episode is comedy gold.
I don't know if I remember that one. It's been so long since I watched it.
Oh my god. The Psychology of Xadd GX. Yep, that's your new... That's how you transition that Psychology series where when you've gone through all the Kingdom Hearts characters, you're just gonna start doing like Dr. K style live interviews.
Yeah, right. Oh my god.
So you got friend zone? No, I wouldn't.
I think you're sorry.
I wouldn't start the project if I was in the friend zone. I'm not that much of a loser.
He was talking to me. Yeah, I don't think we were dating.
Oh.
I don't think we were dating. I think it was like, I don't remember.
Hey, you know what? High school relationships are meant to fail. It's not your fault.
Yeah, I definitely didn't marry my wife from high school.
You know what? High school sucks. You know, I mean, look at this dude. Okay, like he's old enough to be in high school and he's getting slapped around with foam bats. Okay, high school sucks. What is Roxas's canonical age actually? Did I ever say that? Is he high school?
Like 1.
Oh yeah. What am I saying? That's right.
Actually.
Actually he's 0 because he doesn't exist.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I love the thought of like Ansem the Wise propaganda. Like you go look at like the wiki for Roxas and they're like it says like, oh, he's 15, but then it's like there's a strike through line and it's like 0. Oh my god. Can we get like a version of like the Kingdom Hearts wiki that's just like entirely Ansem the Wise propaganda instead? Like everything just rewritten and crossed out? That'd be the funniest thing ever for a wiki.
How old is Ventus? Ventus is like 3 count when he jumps forward in time.
Isn't he like over 1,000 years old or some dumb shit because of the mobile games?
It's not dumb, it's awesome. I don't quite... I think technically he's probably like 16? Yep. 16 going on 300.
Going on 300-ish.
Oh my god. Have you like watched or played Union Cross at all?
No.
Oh. It's pretty good. I enjoyed it. I just watched today I just finished the fandom because Damo279, I don't know if you know him, but he got like a bunch of people together and voice acted all the cutscenes of the Union Cross mobile game and like cut it together to turn it into like a movie so you don't have to play it.
That is really impressive.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's really good.
The most I've seen of it is that Darkness is apparently an entity or whatever, and they have those constantly smiling chibi models even in serious scenes, so I can't take it seriously. How little I have seen. And oh, there was one.
It kind of fills out the lore of like there's 13 Darknesses, where like that's where like Xehanort got the whole like 13 verse 7 that he needed to like make the Keyblade.
Damn, so even Xehanort is ripping off someone else's plan.
Oh yeah. Well, Xehanort is like... Well, I don't actually know if they ever explain it, but he's like kind of used by the Master of Masters. I don't know if he's possessed by darkness, but he's like essentially used by him to kind of continue the plans of Union Cross.
Oh, that is one thing I remember. Isn't that eye on like the
gazing eye
boy gear? Like that's his eye, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I remember that. Oh, right. I completely blocked this out of my mind. There was like a movie in the 2.8.
Yeah, back cover.
Yeah, that thing.
And Missing Link's coming out soon. Woo!
What? Hasn't it been like in limbo for a year with no info?
No, people keep saying that. We literally had a beta like 4 months ago.
Oh.
Like, I don't.
Well, congratulations.
People have like latched onto like, oh, we haven't heard anything in a year, and it's like, we just had a beta. They're just like they're making changes. It's coming out. I'd love it too.
To be fair, I haven't heard anything in a year because I haven't paid attention, so I'm not technically wrong.
Fair.
Oh right, okay. The one thing I do remember, my fondest memory, isn't even because of the game itself. It's because of you know Everglow?
Yes.
So back when I was working on the Days timeline thing with him, with the modded stuff, and like with a couple of other modders.
Oh, I didn't know you worked with him on that.
Yeah, I had my name omitted just because I was paranoid about Square Enix hitting the Venus mod at the time.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so I don't remember how this came up, but we were talking about how like he was doing all those English translations of the what was the first one? Was it Union Cross? It was one of the things.
There was like Kingdom Hearts Key, and then there was.
Oh, it might have been Key. I don't know. There was some scene where Snow White was just picking flowers, and I was talking to Everglow, and at one point he was just like, this is what I do," and he sounded like the most miserable person on the planet, even though he's really passionate about the series. He's like, "I had to sit here and watch Snow White pick flowers and translate this to English." I don't remember his exact wording, but it was so amusing to me. It's like, man, this is his version of suffering. Do none better. Is that Beyond Good and Evil 2 is the most delayed game in record? I thought like the meme was like Half-Life 3 was the most delayed, or just not talked about for the longest time.
I think because they announced Beyond Good and Evil 2, but they never announced Half-Life 3. Maybe? No, I think maybe they did. I don't know.
Maybe it was 2. I don't know. I never played the Half-Life games. His translation is your Venus retexture. You know, that's a really good comparison. That's probably exactly what it was. Thing is, it's like...
That reminds me of that one quote regular Pat said is the worst excuse in the series. Oh.
Which quote?
I don't know. I gotta wait for part 2 comment.
part 2 of the Skelenized mod. Red Assassins, if they're already in ISO now, it's luckily no world is red room. Well, I think the texture changes, Revenue, are kind of based them on, you know, the main dude that commands them. Because, you know, Axel's the fire red guy. Hey, Pokemon reference unintentionally.
Wait, I forgot. This is like, because we only had Chain of Memories, right? We didn't have Rechain at this point.
I believe so, yeah.
That's so cool. I like that because I feel like you didn't get to see like all the high-res cutscenes. Huh.
Yeah, you know, this is one thing the emulator version will have over the Steam and the Epic Games versions. When you look at those, they're not blobs. They're
Jesus
actually
Christ, I know,
drawings.
Right? I still don't know what they were thinking. Like putting out that like upscaled.
Yeah, listen, as a person who like actually dabbles with the AI upscaling shit every now and then,
yeah,
it's fine. Yeah. But like you have to go back and like actually account for like repeating patterns. And for the love of fucking God, please do not put a 48x48 image into the upscaler and think it's gonna work.
Like it literally feels like they just like opened a program, like threw all the PNGs through it, and then just like stuck it in a folder. And they're like, it's done. I don't need to look at it.
Like, that's exactly what they did, and you don't know why? Because if you actually look at the text, like what textures they originally upscaled, there's for whatever reason, I don't know why, but the textures in like the PlayStation 4 version have like this kind of dithered, grainy look to them. If you actually look at the files themselves, and that's the one they upscaled, and you can actually tell this by their own screenshots. If you look at stuff like just the Agrabah sand, there's like grain that shouldn't be there, and just like stuff on the walls. If you like actually look really closely, like, huh, what's wrong with that? So like they didn't even upscale the correct textures, mind you.
That's a wild. Whoa. Easy.
Yeah. How's that? You ever gonna redo versus Final Form? Oh, like the Sora boss thing?
Roxas.
I do plan that. I do plan for that, just because, you know, now we can actually, like, directly AI mod stuff. Like, actual... God, I hate that. Okay, I gotta fucking rant now. Okay.
Alright, I think,
the absolute worst fucking part about all this AI shit on the internet now is I actually have to specify the difference between neural network predictive models and scripting code language. Okay, there's a big difference. There's a very, very big difference.
Okay.
So yes, I will script the final Sora boss again eventually.
Oh no! Wait. Wait.
Yeah, that's my boy right there. Get him, dude.
That's unfair.
Is he not giving you like the reaction on the ground variant either?
Oh, is that not your fault?
Oh, there it is. Oh, I remember that. Oh no, you're good. You got this.
God damn it.
Listen, he may be buff, but so are you.
Am I though?
Time to learn.
Oh god.
Yo, he's got the fast look. That's what I like. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Hey, at least I let you use items in the air. I'm a nice guy.
Thanks, you're so kind.
There you go. There you go. You parried him there. Why am I watching the Twitch stream instead of Discord one?
I was just wondering that. I was like, you reacted kind of slow.
Oh my god. This is why I can't stream. I can't even watch a stream correctly. You think I can run one? Love custom bosses. Hey, me too, Fantasy Vader. That's why when I go back to Aqua, you're gonna have all kinds of fun custom bosses.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I dabble in the AI upscale graphics because it can actually make stuff look good if you go back and touch up things. Listen, okay, I'm gonna tell you how some of this shit works, okay? So all this dumb shit that old ass boomers have dubbed AI because they don't understand shit is not AI. These are predictive models. That means repeating patterns are garbage when you throw these into upscale. Good job, by the way. They can crit him at the end too. Let's go.
Make Roxas able to use failsafe. Oh, like the reaction command.
You could technically do that, but you'd have to animation edit it.
Good. My wife's joining us.
Hell yeah, the gang's all here.
What are you doing?
Playing a mod.
Ooh, nice.
Yep. I saw that video of them reacting to the line in the mod cafe. The mod cafe.
The line. Hold on, what do we got here? Worst Kingdom Hearts quotes back. Oh.
Oh, that's the one
okay,
you just put out?
Yeah, hold on, let me look at this.
I think he like says the name of like key back cover in Union Cross or something. Ooh. Oh, you give me a ribbon off the bat. Okay.
Which I'm not even sure which quote he's referring to.
I think he was talking about how silly the Masters one, where he like talks about he like name drops all the mobile games.
Oh yeah, I did.
Hmm? Bye.
We've really fallen a long way from Marluxia saying you would knowingly shackle your heart with a chain of memories born of lies.
It's so cool though, I love it.
Yeah, that one goes hard. You know what? I've never seen regular Pat stuff before, but you know, I'm vibing with that.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even know there was a line that was like, "Oh, what if I just say the name of all the mobile games we've shut down over the years?"
I feel like yeah, regular Pat is super cool. How do I Oh, I don't have any of my growth abilities.
About the upscaling. Oh, did I not finish? Oh right. What I fucking hate anytime someone just throws stuff into an upscaler is they don't understand that it doesn't understand. It's a predictive model, which means as soon as you get like a super duper repeating pattern and it thinks it's not a pattern, you're fucked. Like, and the worst part about this for like Kingdom Hearts upscaling, if you don't go back and fix it, is the fact that one of the most common repeating patterns in like all of Nomura's designs are zippers. Upscalers fucking suck at zippers, so you have to actually, you know, open up your editing software and you gotta make the pattern yourself.
Who did the HUD?
The HUD? Oh, cool. Good segue. The HUD was drawn by Jim Soda, You can follow them on Twitter too, by the way. And Reveneer then made a bunch of... I had to retexture it a bunch because there's so many costumes in this mod.
Oh, really? I saw some for the dry forms.
Yeah, the dry forms, like, the default costumes are different, but, yeah, as you level the dry form, which has also been accelerated, by the way, you're welcome, you get to, you actually get abilities that you can turn on that will let you swap the costumes.
Ooh. Is that different than the taunt system?
What do you mean?
As in, like, the clothes change, is that, like, a similar system as the taunt? Or are they two separate things?
Oh, they are similar in nature, but they work kind of differently. So for the costumes, so I'm gonna give you guys the back end on how this works, okay? So there is a scripted file attached to Sora. We used to call it AI back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And what this does is because this absolute mad lad genius Kenji Uno, with like the help of other some help from other researchers, reverse engineered like pretty much most of the AI format of this game. We can actually decompile the AI in this game and recompile it. And what we can do because of this is we can put a idle AI file on the player that just waits for stuff, and one of the things it does is it checks what abilities you have equipped. So for like challenge mode, for instance, that's actually tied to Sora's idle AI, and if challenge mode is on, then it sends a signal to the object entry of the game to like change the moveset files to a different file to load in entirely. That's why you had the Dust T-pose earlier, is because you put it on after they were already loaded with their default moveset, and then the game was like, oh, they actually use this moveset now, but then it was like, wait a minute, I can't load this right now, you dummy.
Awesome.
So, yeah, and it's the same thing with the costume system, where it'll check what ability you have on for the costume, and then when you room transition,
wait
it will
a
load
second.
the setting. Waiting.
It's supposed to be playing working together. I love that song.
Not anymore.
God damn it. This is what, the song from KH2, right? Night of Fate.
Night of Fate.
Yeah.
I think working together will play outside the tower when you come back, though, so don't worry.
Okay.
I just like Night of Fate.
No, it's a good one. It's just like, usually I'm like singing along to it. I was like, wait a second.
Night of Fate for the most pathetic of Heartless. Hey, I mean, that is canonically accurate. It plays for Shadows in Kingdom Hearts 1.
God, that's like iconic. I love that opening scene.
Yo, twice 10 in the YouTube chat. Mod made me never want to go back to base 2FM. That's what I like to hear. My mission has been completed. And
have you ever thought of like using this as like a portfolio to get into game development, like, or like get a studio to hire you?
That's basically what my YouTube is.
Okay.
Listen, I got plenty of opinions that I could share with the world, but I don't on my YouTube, because I basically use that as what I've always viewed it as, like, hey, this is where all my cool work is, and nothing else.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
Can work on KH4, KH5.
Yeah,
I'll just
go learn Japanese. Start making... Sorry, go ahead.
I said you just gotta learn Japanese first and move over to Japan.
Yeah, nah, why do that? I'll just, I'll make a slop content channel that's like, the problem with Kingdom Hearts 3, or whatever. The problem with...
Those do really well, yeah.
Taste. Yeah.
I feel like I see, like, every couple months I'll see, like, this was, like, the worst thing that ever hit Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm the biggest fan of it, but to call it the worst thing ever is such a fucking overstatement when DDD
well,
exists.
I think it, like I think we've had conversations about this before. I think just like the nature of, at the time it was so divided because like everyone like sidelined each other into like the most extreme opinion. So it was either like you loved Kingdom Hearts 3, you didn't see any flaws in it, it was like the greatest thing to ever hit Kingdom Hearts, or it was like the worst thing ever, and there was like no in between. It was wild.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna. I'll be honest. Like every other stream that I do, we do eventually like randomly devolve into like Kingdom Hearts 3 bashing.
Oh.
Because fucking god damn it! I fucking patched in the stupid ass wrong HUD. You know what? Whatever. Enjoy your Halloween face, I guess. God damn it! I hate my life. I changed the files just for Halloween specifically, and then I guess it didn't change back.
Oh man. Oh, say it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, it was a fun one to work on. I feel like now people can have. I don't even know actually. Even now, I feel like people, if you bring up any kind of criticism of KH3, it's still like met with reactions. Or on the flip side, if you like say you like KH3, like if I put out a tweet where I'm like Kingdom Hearts 3 is cool, I'll have at least like 3 or 4 comments that are like, it was the worst thing that ever happened.
Howdy, Sora.
Here's my thesis on why it sucked.
Listen, I have plenty of things I don't like about Kingdom Hearts 3, but it's not the worst thing in the world, especially since it did do like quite a few things right. But like I can't stand that the discourse is like Kingdom Hearts 3 versus like the rest of the series. You literally have like 4 predatory fucking gacha games that exist just to make Square Enix money. Can we move on, please? Oh my god.
What,
like,
wait, what was that music?
Listen. Oh yeah, music's fun. Like listen, the only reason I even bash Kingdom Hearts 3 for what it did wrong is because I can call Kingdom Hearts 3 an actual fucking game. I cannot call these predatory fucking microtransaction fueled bullshitteries that are called mobile games or browser games or whatever. These aren't games. These are cash cows. I can't critique them. They shouldn't even exist.
Tell me how you really feel.
Yeah, there you go. See, this is what I'm talking about. I do have opinion. I do have opinions, but like, listen, the death of the gaming industry is supported right before our very eyes with all these mobile games. Look,
yeah. Do you like Genshin Impact?
I played it for a bit and then was like, wow, this is so boring. Like, yeah, there you go. You got your level. Let's go.
Holy, okay. Costumes Trinity KH2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So listen.
Is the music too loud, chat? I feel like I'm like, it's blowing my eardrums out.
You can adjust the volume slider in the tool, by the way.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Music volume, or is there like another one?
Yeah, it's just the music volume. It's just like a slider. You can literally just drag it.
There we go.
I love customizability.
Yeah, that's nice. Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Anyways, just to finish one of the few opinion rants you guys will ever get from me, because discourse online means fucking nothing nowadays anyways. Okay, you guys know like YouTube slop content, how there will be like one good video on something like Mr. Beast getting investigated by Dog Pack or whatever, some dumb drama shit, right? And then like there's these channels that will make like 10 videos just regurgitating the same information, adding nothing to it, but they intentionally psychologically trick you into clicking on it like it's something more, because like the title is just like, oh, he's done or whatever, the problem with, right? It's like, that is it. Mobile gacha, or just gacha games in general, are like the YouTube slop video equivalent for games, because it tricks you into thinking that there's actually a real skill-based system that you can like adapt to and invest in, and you'll get rewarded with if you just do something other than put in your credit card. And the reason is, all right, this is where the comparison works the best, is that everything that is good about it is always funneled at the very beginning of both the video and the mobile game, and then once they've got you invested in it, that's when it dies down slowly but surely until it's like, hey, I know you're out of like, you know, energy or whatever, but if you spend like just $5, you could replenish it, or you could have a better chance for this item, or you could get this medal. It's literally just cash cows, and it intentionally, psychologically baits you into it because the people they're consulting for this aren't people who actually play video games. They're marketing specialists.
Yeah. I feel like so much psychology goes into game testing now, for sure. Swaps most of Sora's outfits to slight very. Ooh.
Yeah, so we had a lot of requests for getting the original costumes in. So you know, we got like the slight equivalent because the thing is, I want this mod to be like usable for stuff like
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
it's slightly different.
We wanted this mod to also be usable for stuff like randomizer and stuff, but we needed a way to like make sure people weren't gonna be cheating and racist stealthily. So, like even these costumes are slightly edited.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I see the red pants at the bottom. Yeah, I feel like I gave up Gacha a while ago. I played Genshin slightly. I played Honkai Star Rail actually probably the most, but I'm poor and so I couldn't keep up, and then I lost interest. That's the Gacha's greatest weakness, is poor people that don't have time to sink like into all the long grinds.
Yeah.
I literally like, you know, I think it was just a month. I like fell out of it because I was like, I don't have time to do this. I'm like changing jobs or something. And then I just never went back to it because I was like, I literally can't catch up now if I don't like spend a bunch of money.
Yeah. Honkai Star Rail in particular is kind of sad to me because when I saw that game combat, I immediately was like, holy shit, that's like Xenosaga 3. Because it even has like the break meter and all that. And I'm like, damn, that'd be really cool if it wasn't Gacha.
It's really fun. I enjoyed it. Stop doing that.
Yeah.
Sorry. I have sound alerts.
You're good.
Someone
getting walled by a credit card, and I know that.
Someone keeps redeeming the knock on door thing, so I keep like turning my head and like, huh?
Also, thanks for hanging out, Creeple. Have a good night.
See you, Creep. Plates. Thanks for coming out.
All right, let's read some stuff on the Gacha discourse. I'm sorry, chat. I've been neglecting you all.
Didn't play Genshin for long, but eventually just became too difficult to play and too boring, and didn't pay for that one though. I feel like that's how they get you, is like they'll like come out with a really fun unit and you're like, oh shit, I gotta get this next big thing, and then they just keep doing that, and so by the time like you get to a point where you like want to quit, it's like a sunken cost fallacy thing of like, I've put so much time and money into this, I can't like stop now.
Yeah, well, that's why they railroad you with like a bunch of stuff, rewards at the beginning, so that you'll it'll be like, oh wow, if I can actually play this free to play and I won't get walled at all. And then they slow it down, slowly but surely every time. I agree the Gacha games are terrible in every way possible, but Missing Link has a story connected to it being a mobile game, since it's connected upon reality. Missing Link was a console game. I think it'd be an inferior product in my opinion. The Kingdom Hearts storytellers are a lot smarter than people give them credit for, myself included. If they wanted to tell that story, I assure you it does not have to be a mobile game. I don't even know what the story is, but like, I am almost positive it can be told like pretty much the same. I mean, like, if it's just about like adding additional, even if it's just about like adding additional content, like even consoles can just be fed updates nowadays. Like, I don't know. Maybe there's like some phone-specific mechanic I'm unaware of.
It's like Pokemon Go. So it's like a GPS tracking kind of thing. Oh, the music's not like super loud. I think it's just the sound effects.
You know what? You know what? Okay, I'll give it this then. If it has to be on that specific hardware for it to work, that's at least a cool use for phones. I'll give it that.
I want to say I think they're. I've always kind of maintained that like I think they. Hey, what happened to Twilight? What is this song? I know that song. Give me a sec. Give me a sec.
If you ever want to know the song, by the way, you can look at the console window.
The console. Oh. Oh, Final Fantasy X. Okay, I was like, I know this song. Oh yeah.
There you go. I'm a Final Fantasy X fanboy.
Really? I didn't know that. Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite games.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I used to be like really big into turn-based gameplay, and I've always loved Final Fantasy X because like, God, the expert. Okay, the expert sphere grid is so fucking cool, dude. It's such a cool idea for an RPG to just have this thing where you can just branch off into whatever stat path you want. Oh, did it freeze or something?
There we go.
Okay, we're good.
That's weird. I can't like be clicked onto the menu. It's not your game. It's it's just my window capture.
Oh, okay. Don't give me a heart attack. Is that like exactly like how the game would just crash randomly? It's like, no.
I think we're good. Yep, we're good. We're so back.
Boss in YouTube chat says, I say the same thing all the time about MiHoYo games. I just wish they weren't gachas because they look so fun.
Okay, have you guys?
That's the thing.
Have you guys downloaded the new like Pokemon TCG like card unpacking game?
Oh man,
have you seen that?
I saw that, and I'm like, oh god, I really want. Part of me is screaming. Listen, I have built so many Yu-Gi-Oh decks in my life on like those automated systems.
Yeah. You should come on our podcast.
Join your podcast. Oh, do you guys build like Yu-Gi-Oh decks?
We do our Yu-Gi-Oh podcast where we just like walk through the episode, but usually at the beginning we'll talk about like the latest updates to the game, because one of our co-hosts is like super into building decks and like competing right now.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a mix of TCG updates and like rewatch episodes.
That's cool. Honestly, I didn't even know you had a podcast. What's it called?
It's called the Millennium Mic. We've been doing it for long time, like 3 years, 4 years.
I've never heard of this, dude. I am so out of tune with everything in life.
I think most of the, most of the promotion's been through Twitter. So,
oh yeah, that explains it.
I was gonna say yeah.
I like turn on Twitter for like 5 minutes to see if anyone's posted like cool Absol art or something, or like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, or like referencing some mods that are cool. Like that's it.
Yeah.
How'd you like that? Am I still a turn-based stand? If you have any thoughts on Metaphor Reef Fantasia, I have not played that, so I don't know. Honestly,
they're releasing Pokemon
I used to play a lot.
card vending machines in stores. Oh, you used to play what?
Oh, I didn't know they had vending machines. That's cool. I used to play games a lot more. I actually do not play that many games nowadays because I'm always working, unfortunately.
Mood.
Whether it's on like
Mood.
programming this or just other stuff in real life.
I just finished up the Psychology of Xehanort, and literally I'm like, oh my god, I could just sit down and play a game and not feel like guilt or like I'm not being productive. This is awesome.
Yeah, that's another reason I stopped editing YouTube videos very heavily, because you know, when there's like this stupid little mini series called Dive into the Darkness, which by the way I maintain that Recoded movie stole from me. But anyways, I used to do that as just like some flashy title thing, but like I would like tell little mini stories just using all the knowledge I had of Kingdom Hearts 2 modding. Like they weren't actual like playable things unless you like used a bunch of codes, but like it would be like a one-room thing for each thing. God, my English sucks. But I was really into that. Like, I made like a 47-minute like Roxas video at one point, and I was so proud of like how I told like that entire little mini story that I did. Like I feel like I only made like maybe 2 mistakes in it, but the only reason I stopped doing that was because once I started doing like actual projects like this one, I kind of realized like, damn, if I spend like a month editing a video again, that's a month that I'm not gonna be doing this in my free time.
Yep.
Yeah. So I mob more than I play. That's about dedication. I was slightly sad. Yeah, that's basically how it is. But I don't consider it sad because it's not like I don't enjoy doing this. Like,
I think it's like that's just like life in general, though. Like I think as you grow up, you have less time to just do. It's not like you have less time to do like fun things, but like you have to prioritize things that'll put food on your table, to say the least, while also like finding a balance of like how can I enjoy working the most where I don't like want to not be alive.
Yeah. For me, I love doing this sort of thing because I love this game so much. Like, obviously there'll be times where it frustrates me when something coding related is going wrong, but I enjoy the whole process because programming for me is basically like, it's 2 things. One, it's basically a form of escapism because I'm basically talking to a computer instead of having to talk to like an asshole. And then the other part about it is just this goes for like anything work related. If you actually enjoy what you're doing, if you actually find enjoyment in like the end result, then how hard you work towards that end result is gonna make you feel that much better when you get to it. So, and it can just be like any little thing, whether it's, you know, like the entire project, which I think is like not the best outlook, or what I usually do is like set little goals for myself in between, like as I'm working on it. So like, you know, the Warriors Power critical hit system, I mean, I coded that for like 4 days straight, and like that's cool, you know, that's like an entire mechanic that I just put in this game, and that's really satisfying to me. So to me it's fun, and the best part about it is if it's an actual good system that people like, and it can be like anything, not just that, then I get to, you know, have the enjoyment in the back of my mind that like, not only am I enjoying this, but a bunch of people who love this game and want to experience it in different ways are also gonna be able to enjoy it. And to me, that's also like a really cool motivator. It's just the thought that like someone in chat posted earlier, like they can't even go back to base 2FM after they played this because it was so fun. That's like magical to me. I had this oh man, this is the most magical thing to me. I had this one guy who DM'd me at some point, like, because he wanted help setting up the mod. And he told me that like the reason he was trying to do this was because he wanted his kid to be able to experience the game like this.
Aww, that's so
and to me, I'm just like, that's the most wholesome thing I've ever seen. I'm helping a kid and his father
That's awesome.
enjoy Kingdom Hearts 2. That's so fucking cool, dude.
That is really cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Drive traversal, is that the R2 thing?
Right, I should probably actually tell you about some of the mechanics. Yeah, so there's a couple of things with Valor form. For one, the abilities menu is actually changed in this game so that you can actually like read shit that the form can do.
Huh?
So like if you pause and like go to Valor's abilities, you can see some stuff. Also, yeah,
feeling a little regret? You gonna cry?
I love that. Okay.
feeling a little regret.
Yeah, he's got 4 taunts.
Okay.
But yeah, one of the things about Valor that was added in this update, so there's like no actual documentation on it, is once you land 13 basic hits, like non-finisher ones, Sora will glow red, like more red than he is, and it'll consume like a large portion of your MP, and that signals that you can get a guaranteed critical hit on your next finisher if you hold triangle while you're using the finisher.
Oh shit. Okay.
And then the other thing too, which is more touched upon in the abilities list, is Valor Form's attacks are parries.
All of them?
So the basic swings that don't have them glow red at the start of them are like you're gonna parry and like recoil. But like ones where you glow red, like that ground slam finisher or that aerial dash one you did, those are full invincibility. So you can actually tank through stuff with Valor Form now.
Oh.
As if you're like a boss, like you won't get hit.
Oh.
But you know, so there's a timing aspect to it. Is that warrior power or is that cross power? The guaranteed critical on Valor Form, that is a global system now. Warrior's power is just for randomized crits, which will work on like pretty much any physical finisher with like some exceptions.
Does it automatically use my MP, or does that like indicate when I can use the critical hit?
So half of your MP will be consumed when the guaranteed critical is ready, and you'll also have a sound and an accompanying visual play on Sora. So like you've got multiple like visual indicators. But yeah, if you like land, yeah. So now if you do like a finisher while holding triangle, it'll crit like right there.
Okay.
And you can tell that you crit something when that blue ring appears on them.
Jeez.
And yeah. Yeah, the sound is a little more subtle.
Oh,
but, yeah, there you
okay, I see.
There you go.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Honestly, Valor Form is like got some mega sauce in this mod.
Yeah.
So like, Valor Form actually has uses now. There is like also some pretty funny niche tech with the critical hit system, but I won't spoil that for now. I'll note that the critical is similarly hard to notice. While I acknowledge that, there's not a lot of options for effects on Valor Form that look fitting, so unfortunately that's just kind of how it is. Look at that grin. He knows what he did. KH2 Sora still Assassin's Incarnation? Yes! Oh my god. Boss, kinda down on my luck right now, but I would support you at Patreon in an instant if I could for this. Okay. Alright, listen. Alright? I feel like some people need to hear this. Okay? You never, ever have to apologize for not giving someone money on the internet. Okay?
True,
Focus on yourself. Everyone's got their struggles. Don't feel guilty about that. It's okay. I appreciate you just watching. Okay? The fact that you watch my stupid niche shit just shows me that you care already. You don't have to throw money at me if you don't want to. Or Bio, for that matter. But of course we enjoy it, but it's
we appreciate it, but it's never like expected or assumed. I think is the important thing.
Yeah, if you ever encounter someone online who's like, you have to give me money.
Have you seen this is like years ago?
Them.
Years ago on Twitch, there was this like viral clip that went live, or like went around.
Oh, are you talking about
just $5?
Yeah, I almost said a word that I'm not sure you can say on Twitch, but yeah, that person.
That was so funny. Wild, the entitlement.
The fact that you can sit down and just go on Twitch of all things, and your entire stream is like just chatting to people, and you think you're entitled to money for running your mouth is the most internet brain shit ever.
Amazing. I'm always worried about when I pick a job, even if it's something I like, I'll hate parts of it so I can't continue. Yeah, no, I get that. I think like even the job that I do now, I really like. But like, I think I just don't like working for another person. I think that's the problem.
Dude, right there with you.
Because with mental health in particular, it's like very productivity based. It's kind of like this across like all like just the health field in general, but like doctors have to like see a certain amount of clients every day, or like therapists and stuff. Like there's always like this, oh, you work 8 hours, so you should be seeing clients at least like 6.5 or like 7 hours out of the day. And I feel like commodifying help is the most backwards, like weirdest thing ever. But I have a lot of feelings about that, because my boss will be like, he'll like check in about if I've like seen a certain number of clients that day, and I'm like, yes, I've done my job. Also, it's very weird that I have to do that, but
the absolute craziest work mentality I've ever that's just like so pervasive is the fact that like even if you're not busy, you have to quote unquote look busy.
Yes, yeah, it's so weird. Hey Nether, how you doing?
Yeah, Speed Trap's animation, Sora does just circle a Keyblade around himself. Like, he can just do that whenever he feels like it. He just chooses not to, except for those guys, specifically.
I always wanted to do a breakdown and just, like, categorize or organize all the reaction commands from KH2.
I feel like there's, oh wait, no. I'm thinking of the reaction command montages. Yeah, you could... Yeah, there's so much good animation in this game.
There is. It's actually, like... I don't know, looking back at this game, I'm like, whoever made this, like whoever worked on the animations for this just like popped off.
The developers are cracked, dude.
Yeah.
Like there's things about the animations in this game that I didn't even notice until like multiple years down the line. And I still notice certain things with it. Like, okay, guys, listen, okay? As a kid, I thought Master Sora was just flying around with thunder, but no.
Oh no.
He fucking, at the middle point of it, he somersaults off one of his Keyblades with his hand to flip himself back up.
So good. Master Form?
Thinks of that?
No,
That's
right?
so cool!
Yeah, Master Form, I think, after, like, when I did my, like, breakdown series for Dry Forms, I think Master Form and Wisdom Form were my least used growing up as a kid, but they became my favorite. They're so good.
They are. And like,
I love how it always gets brought up as a meme now, but Wisdom Form, when you use Blizzard, he like turns his Keyblade as like a shotgun and shoots out like a bullets. It's so good.
I love so much animation in this game. Oh man, God, and the final form dash where he's like
where he like
the fact
the
that
finisher
that forms a star. And you know what's insane about that? I never would have noticed that if I didn't like just play all the effects at the same time while I was working on a mod. But it actually like forms a star.
That's wild. I don't know if I knew that. I know that he teleports.
Absurd.
Yeah, he like jumps off his Keyblades. I remember that part.
Yeah, but if you just play all the effects at once, it's like a perfect star.
That's crazy.
How the fuck do you animate that? Okay, what's even crazier, like, I don't think people grasp how cracked the developers are for this. Not only is Sora like absolutely batshit insane with some of these animations, the way the Keyblades are structured, they are adhered to Sora's model, meaning when Final Form is doing like those perfect circular animations, they had to make sure that the Keyblades didn't jerk in any separate direction while Sora's model was like breakdancing and stuff like that. Like they're not independent of him. They are glued to bones on his model.
Really? I didn't know that. That's wild.
Yeah, that's how they so they have to position around that. Which is just it's so I love this game. I will never be able to fully put into words just how much I love this game. It's just amazing.
It's good.
It's like it's not only is like a technical marvel with how it even runs some of the stuff that's programmed into it, but like how much you can do with this system, how well animated the game is, how well the art style holds up. Like, everything about this game is so peak, dude. I love it. I'll never stop gushing over this game.
Question about becoming a therapist. I've considered becoming a therapist, but I have autism and potentially ADHD, and I worry that I can't manage everyone's pain. I think a common misconception around therapy is like you're in charge of your client and like how much better they get, or like you're in charge of like giving them good advice. When really like a therapist is like there's different philosophies, but the whole job is helping someone understand themselves. So I feel like there is like a level of empathy and sensitivity that comes with therapy, but I don't think like if you have autism that like keeps you from being a good therapist. Does that make sense? Like I think that there's stigmas around autism, but I don't think that like just if you like have a diagnosis of autism means you can't be a good therapist. So that's just my 2 cents. I think it also depends on like how what's the word? Maybe like how severe that autism is. Oh, new drive kid. Interesting.
I don't know anything about the field, but I mean, I'm sure plenty of autistic people seek out therapists as well. I mean, you could probably empathize with those people more specifically too.
Mm-hmm. I just worry I might not get their pain. So, that's an interesting question. I think it just depends. Like, I think, because there's like a difference between sympathy and empathy. I think like we all have that to some degree. I think sometimes it's hard to like get into that way of thinking, and I think autism kind of makes everything very like structured and like black and white almost. That's a good question. I don't know.
Well, I can tell you something, Sarah. Most people who don't have autism also suck at empathizing with others and putting themselves in other people's shoes.
Fair.
So, I mean, you're not as far off as you may think. Like, I'm no therapist, but like, you know, honestly, a lot of people are just assholes.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I feel like a lot of times, like, clients that I'll talk to, like, the most healing thing that happens is not even that like I understand them, but that they just feel heard. Which is like, when you think about it, it's like, that's really sad that like, I don't know, in this world, oftentimes we don't even feel heard or like seen by other people. And like having that experience, even for like an hour a week, can be like really life-changing.
yeah, some people never have anyone.
Mm-hmm. Can I? Okay, I was like, can I do that right now?
No, don't worry. You can do a bad boss fight later.
Where do they dig these freaks up? Jeez.
What are you gonna do about Hercules? With autism, yeah, there's such a stigma, which is like not helpful at all, honestly. I think something also that is like, yeah, and I don't know how often you guys see this, but I feel like online, I see a lot of people that like diagnose themselves with autism to be quirky, when in reality, like, autism is like a very like impactful, like very hard thing to work around. Right? It's like, it's not like a quirky thing to have, but you'll see people that like pretend to have autism, or like they might be like very, very high functioning, but they'll like exacerbate or like exaggerate that disorder or just fake it to like be seen as quirky, and it drives me wild. Like, That's anyways. I could rant about that for hours. That in ADHD, I see ADHD also be like this quirky thing that people have. When like people that actually have ADHD are like suffering because they just want to get something done and they can't. It's very interesting how social media has like romanticized a lot of disorders. It's not helpful at all.
They romanticize it as something quirky.
Yeah,
but
it's wild. It's like it's not a personality trait. It's not like a. It's so annoying. Because the end goal of that, right, is you're minimizing the actual like insight into like helping, right? You're lowering people's understanding of the disorder, but then also you're making people that actually struggle with it feel like shit because you're just like using it as a game. It's wild. So stupid.
People want to feel unique, but don't want any of the baggage that comes with
exactly.
it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's one of the things that. It's one of the worst trends on the internet is the idea that people truly believe they can completely self-diagnose when they don't have a degree in fucking anything except yapping.
Yeah, so rude.
I have this autistic friend that I program a lot of stuff with and we mess around. And at one point he was bringing up this exact topic to me because he's a really smart dude. Like he's better at computers than I am. Like I don't know what, like this dude can manage cybersecurity. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know how to do any of that shit. Like, this guy's a genius. But when the topic of like like autism came up, he was talking about how people online will wear it as like almost a badge of honor, like it's cool to be autistic. And it's not like it's wrong to be that, but people romanticize it in a way where like you should be like happy that you weren't born neurotypical. But his he was telling me that it's stupid because he wouldn't choose to be born this way if he had a choice. And like that kind of put a lot in perspective for me about how people who self-diagnose just make other people who actually have this feel like shit.
Yeah, I think the term is ableist, I think, but that's another term that's just kind of been used so much that it's kind of lost its meaning. But like essentially, right, like it's actual like neurotypical people wanting to be quirky, and so diagnosing or self-diagnosing as neurodivergent, which just makes people that actually struggle with it feel like shit and feel worse and more helpless. Oh, it's wild.
Dana is a place motivated only by how many upvotes you can get.
I love how the first bar in this is like super small and you're like, oh shit, and then it just like goes all over to the end.
I never noticed that, but yeah, it's almost like a bait and switch. Yeah, Cerberus only has like 10 HP.
Do you have Mickey still in the game?
Yeah. He's also buffed.
Oh,
a lot.
Let me die.
Yeah. Mickey's a special case because there's nowhere I can put text for him, so like you guys have to watch the guide to know like everything about him. But Mickey also introduces the hold combo mechanic, where he has alternate button macros where if you just push it once it'll do an ability, but if you hold it it'll go like to a finisher as well. So like for instance, if you're doing an attack with him and you do R2, you'll do a short version of the dash, and if you hold it, he'll do the single target finisher, which can also be cancelled into Pearl or other attacks, and when you're in the air, you can do a hold combo with a jump as well.
Ooh.
And if you hold that one for long, it'll go into like the AoE finisher. So basically, if you master Mickey, you can actually like no damage and dual solve with him. I'm not even joking. It's really fun, but it's super. It's super like different from how Sora plays in that regard. So like, it would take time getting used to. But yeah, you can do cool stuff like that. Yeah, there you go. Feeling it, feeling it.
Oh, yeah.
Also, those animations where he's got like that circular orb around him when you're attacking, you're actually invincible during those.
Oh, shit.
So Mickey actually has like iframes now when you're doing certain attacks, which is your incentive to actually, you know, utilize the whole combo system or like keep track of your combo count. He's healing like save Sora, but I don't want to play Sora. Mickey's combos always felt way too weird to me, to be honest. Dude, you think they feel weird? Try programming around them, okay? Mickey has like the worst fucking tracking in this game. This was like the BBS intern getting the program one moveset, because like not only is the frame data garbage, but the internal tracking for so many of his attacks can just make him miss a target that's in the air. A little more Xadd rage. I'm sorry, guys. I'll tone it down.
Yeah, you're fine. Whoa! I set my controller down. I forgot the viper went off. Personally, I wouldn't choose to be neurotypical because I don't know if I'd still be me despite everything I like. Yeah, no, and I hope that's not like how that came across when I was talking about it. I was just saying, as I don't like seeing like neurotypical people pretend to be neurodivergent just to like get attention or to I don't know what the motivation is of being honest. But I think that like that's like a common thing of everyone is like being comfortable with who we are, right? And like learning to like and love who we are. So yeah, it's really cool. What makes this an FF7 mod? I'm glad you asked. Do you want to explain that or?
Well, you see, you typed it incorrectly. You said FF7. This is FFVII. It stands for Free Flow Virtuoso Improvements Implementation Mod. I don't know where you got FF7 from.
Yeah, me neither. The limit rant? I don't know how much time I have.
You don't even want to. You don't even want to get me started on limit form.
Oh yeah.
Mathis R, can someone explain this mod? Yes, so this is basically taking a... This is a mod that doesn't go overboard with, like, flashy effects and shit, despite what I'm known for, which is Venus and Aqua. This is actually structured in a way where it's just about giving Sora extra mechanics to work with his system, like being able to dodge roll or guard out of attacks. By the way, you start with a dodge roll once Sora gets his new clothes.
I saw it,
yeah. And so you can like guard and dodge out of mid combos. Air magic is actually like embedded into the combo system now. You don't just float for 5 years while using it on base form.
Oh no, you're fine, C-Dub. I think that's part of the joke.
Oh no, it is a joke to a dev X0. Like the joke is that I'm an asshole. Anyways, yeah. So every form has like a unique mechanic to accompany it that like kind of enhances its playstyle, or multiple in some cases. Just because we're only at Valor form, you know, I'll say that one. Valor form, because it's based on Goofy's power, I decided, wow, maybe Valor form should actually be able to parry stuff when it's attacking, or like toggle full invincibility with its single target finishers. So like when he glows red, he's full invincible, like that. But when he's doing basic attacks, he has parry frames that will let him recoil, like as if you're guarding. So because of that...
Oh, these don't count as enemies?
No.
Interesting.
Yeah, I actually had to clarify some things in the code, by the way. Like, hey, don't try and subtract HP from an object that has no HP.
Interesting.
The reason I do that is because I fucking know that piece of shit PC4 would crash if it tried to do that, instead of just being like, oh, well, there's nothing there, I guess I better just not run that operation. fucking
Wait,
Christ.
really?
Anyways,
Is the PC version that different from the PS2?
ooh, you don't want to get me started on the PC version.
Really? Oh, interesting.
I'll put it this way, okay? Even the HUD elements, if you do something wrong, can crash the PC version.
Huh.
Like, the drive gauge is capable of crashing the PC port.
I just assumed they like just slapped it. I don't know, slapped the old code into Unreal Engine and just press play.
Ooh, you would be semi-right until they start overlaying all their new logic onto it.
Oh, okay.
Sora not being as flashy as Aqua really sells them not being a Keyblade Master from the
Oh wait,
Xaddverse.
see now, Derpin over on Twitch says that the PC port is perfectly designed. There's no flaws or glitches.
Yeah, Derpzumi's
a
regular at my... they're a regular at my streams. They're being sarcastic.
Yeah,
They've been there for a lot of the rants. I have an unlisted stream where I am, like, actually, for once, screaming my head off out of frustration. Mods sound so hard. How much of modding is trial and error? I mean, it depends on how much you know. Like, there are things where, like... Okay, there's like 3 phases with mods, generally. There's the how do I get here phase of like actually finding where something is, you know, located.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
Soldiers are on crack. Let's go. And then there's like the information gathering phase, which is basically like trial and error, but it's like, okay, if I do this, how is the game going to respond to this? And then once you have the information, the third and final step is execution, where it's like, okay, you know exactly what you can do and what this is capable of. Now, how are you gonna make it fun?
Dance, water, dance.
Oh, someone asked.
After imaging
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Someone said how much modding is trial and error.
Yeah, that's what I was answering. Like, to an extent, like, unless someone else has already, like, found the location where stuff works and has gathered information, you're gonna be the guy doing trial and error. You know, that's how you pioneer stuff.
Someone else is asking, like, what's the difference between the PC and the PS2 port?
Okay, there's quite a few differences, and, so something to keep in mind that, the PS2 version and the emulator version also are different in the sense that the emulator version will typically ignore like breakpoints that an actual PlayStation 2 would normally process, and an actual PlayStation 2 will do breakpoints on like a lot of errors. So this is why, for instance, I'm getting to the PC port by the way, but I just need to bring this up. This is why on the PlayStation 2 version, none of those like old boss versus boss videos that people did where like stuff was target modded and hitting stuff was really being performed on a PS2, except for like if they were making Sora invisible and floating in the air as like Atlantica Sora or something. But on an emulator, you can actually just delete the player from the game, and yeah, there will probably be errors, but the PCSX2 is magical and whimsical and is like, what if I just ignore that shit? Now,
it's like advanced denial stages. I'll just pretend everything's fine.
Yeah, PCSX2 will typically just run until like the game state itself cannot run anymore. Like if it's trying to render an animation that literally cannot feasibly render because like the bone count is different from like the other animation. Like there's a lot of things that PCSX2 is actually generous with. So in that regard, PCSX2 is very generous to modders. Now where we get to PC is that because it's like, you know, porting over some of the PlayStation 2 code, but also having some jank shit running as well, you run into a lot of issues. One of the main ones being that the way that they handle the upscale textures is like a completely different folder. They have a remastered folder specifically for all of their upscale textures. And this is kind of cool until you realize that in order to do this, they're actually overlaying it over the original textures and like and like just deleting them on the fly. Meaning, if you want to mod the PC version HUD of Sora, you actually have to go to where his original file is. You have to structure the dimensions to be exactly like that one, even though it's super thin, and then you upscale it based on that. So basically, you have to track 2 files just to do like one simple task for it. And what's even more annoying about this is that it's actually organized differently too. Because typically with the PlayStation 2 version and PCSX2, yeah, there's a bazillion unnecessary steps. A lot of things in this game are stored in bar files, which, you know, the Windows equivalent is basically like a zip file. Like, this is their zip file equivalent. But what the remastered folder does is it will change specific files in the bar file instead of just having the whole file there for you to just all change at once. So basically, some things will be in the remastered folder, so you could find them there, but then other things won't be in the remastered folder. So sometimes, if you want to add something to the PC port, you have to change the original file, or you have to add your own remastered folder, and then sometimes you even have to relink stuff to the remastered folder, and this is really annoying with visual effects, because visual effects all have different PNGs for every single one of them. And this is kind of cool until you realize that the order that it's extracted in is actually different from the original file version. So you have to relink stuff based on their order.
Jesus Christ.
And as if that wasn't bad enough, I'm not even sure if this works at this point. It didn't work last time I tried it, but when we tried porting like visual effects files to well, actually no, this used to be an issue, but before this was patched, you actually couldn't even bring over a new effects files to the PC version because they would all be blocky blurs, and that happens until you actually like relink stuff to the remastered folder, anyways.
Weird.
And you know, with Sora, this is kind of doable, even if it's annoying. But then you get the bosses like fucking Roxas over there, who has like 50 PNGs, all misordered. So good luck with that. Yeah,
PC
so
version was
basically
done without any of the people who did the work and was positive.
Sorry, what was that?
Someone was saying they believe that the old team wasn't part of the new remaster.
I believe that is the case, because there's some things that just don't make sense why they did it the way they did.
Honestly,
like,
that makes sense because I went to PAX East back in March. I actually met one of the old combat designers for KH2, who now is directing. He directed the Final Fantasy 16 DLC. So like Yoshi P was the producer or the creative director for 16, but he allowed this person to do the creative production for the DLC. And like while he was introducing himself, he's like, "Yeah, I actually work like I started my like tenure at Square Enix originally like designing combat for KH2, and I think he did like the original Axel." And I can't remember the other ones. But I was like, holy shit, that's awesome. So it makes sense that like he wouldn't like go back and help out because he was too busy like moving up in the company.
That's so cool that you got to meet that guy.
When I saw him, like, you don't know me at all, but like you changed my life. Thank you so much. And I like had to get like a translator beside me to like get that across to him. It was so funny.
Dude, that's awesome. Holy shit. One of my favorite things to do sometimes when I'm bored is I'll just like hunt down interviews that were conducted with the original like some of the original designers or developers or programmers for this game. because bless Kingdom Hearts Insider, they will translate these interviews. I don't know where they're finding these interviews from, but they do it. And it's just so cool seeing how they talk about the development of the games sometimes. Like, oh man, I could pull up this one right now. This one, there's one where the guy, I can't remember his name because it's late at night and I'm stupid, but he said that he made a system. He made a system for the game where they could change like values on the fly and it would just work. Like the gravity values for Sora, frame data, stuff like that, so they could just test stuff in real time. And I'm like, this dude is the reason so much shit in this game even works without room transitioning. I'm like, this guy is my hero. This guy's a modder. This guy turned his developers into modders. They were doing the same stuff that we were.
That's awesome.
But with actual official tools that probably look a lot better. Yeah,
Wait, what
so...
is this?
Yeah, the original KH2 team most likely was not on the PC version, so it makes sense. Like, it's normal. I mean, like, these ports happen, like, what, 9 years after Final Mix? So, I mean, like, I don't expect the same team to be on it, but, like,
you think,
gotta have the
you
gotta have a little consulting, you know?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like you'd either have, like, documentation or something that you'd have to, like, reference. But maybe like documentation doesn't work the same as like general coding jobs.
I feel like that. Yeah, I have no idea how it would work in an actual official company setting. But
Well,
like,
I imagine because like I have to document. Well, I used to have to document in my old job, and like I work in mental health, but it works the same way of like they tell you when you document, someone should be able to come behind you and be able to like understand what you did, and also know what you were thinking about. And like planning to do is like the whole point of documentation. But I guess they did not have that for this game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what they did. Like, I could, mind you, I could be wrong on information, but as a person who has been with people who have been like reverse engineering this stuff, the way that some things come off or like how it was performed really just, they make no logical sense to me. And some of it could just be like errors with the tools that we use sometimes. Like sometimes that is the case. Other times it's just like,
hey, Frost.
I mean, it's like Donald's duck flare lasts longer in the PC version, and
Welcome,
it's
Raiders.
like we don't even know how that happened. Oh,
sorry.
thanks, Frost Samurai, for the raid.
What were you saying?
That's what you say on Twitch, right?
Look at you,
Okay.
natural.
Woohoo! They changed Sarah's Abramova. It says you changed anything about anti-form. Oh yes. So you remember what we were talking about with Mickey's like a bunch of button macro stuff earlier? Yeah, anti-form is like the quintessential evolution of that, where it's
Is
just
it
like
unlocked now?
everything with anti-form, except for like its basic attacks, which are just a normal attack, are tied to macros.
Oh shit.
So, Antiform has an entire system in place where, like, you can use I'll just say this because, you know, there's no abilities made to explain stuff for Antiform. So, Antiform's whole thing is, like, it's technically the freest of, like, flowing combos and stuff. Where... what is it? So, you have, like, the basic attacks on, like, the typical attack button. The anti-glide can actually be used mid-attack and has actual iframes now.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah,
that's such a cool. That's such a cool like the anti-glide is such a cool like ability if it worked and gave you iframes.
Yeah, and anti-form. So you can also control the glide now. If you want to hold away from an enemy, you won't glide to them. So you have the option to choose what you want. Triangle is that little kickflip move he does where then he starts encircling the target with like a little dark aura around them. Pushing, and then you get to the fun stuff where you have the Smash Brothers C stick basically, because if you push it up mid attack or glide, you'll do like that really long animation where he just like, as far as I'm concerned, he's clawing them like 100 times in the face. And then like the left one does like that really like rapid ground AoE, and then like the right, pushing it to the right does like the shorter one where it like extends higher up in the air, and then pushing it down does the dark cloud thing. And because of how because of the way I coded it intentionally, you can do the ground and the air finishers no matter where Antiform is. And like Antiform doesn't use the real combo system anymore. Like if you just mash attack, it'll just be like all its basic attacks. So you basically have full control over Antiform and can do these really long combos. And using the button macro attacks will consume some MP, but you can regain MP by hitting things or gliding with the basic attacks.
I like this recolor.
Yeah, it's very cool. Yeah, that Halloween stuff.
I guess you can't just trigger Antiform?
No, I removed the Antiform RNG because I think that's a dumb mechanic, and this game never should have done that, where it punishes you for using the most fun mechanic in the game.
Sure.
I'm not a full Kingdom Hearts 2 elitist. I think this game has plenty of issues. Contrary to popular belief, randomly punishing the player for using the most fun shit is fucking stupid. Conceptually, Antiform is awesome, but like mechanically, it's like, dude, I want a somersault with Master Form. Just let me play. And also the fact that there's a hidden multiplier that like gives you a 4 times higher chance to go into it in like Organization 13 fights. Like, what do you mean? How am I gonna kill Zigbar with Antiform? Are you joking?
Freaking Zigbar.
Yeah. Or like Sayax. My God help you if you get Antiform against Sayax. What do you grab the Claymore and Antiform? What are you gonna duel him?
When do we get the unlock for that?
Antiform is now unlocked by the Vexen Absent Silhouette fight. Because what I did to like kind of get around the fact it has no abilities menu, if you fight Vexen's Absent Silhouette, the game will start printing information prompts to you that teach you how it works.
Say that again, what?
When you're fighting Vexen's Absent Silhouette, when he summons Anti-Sora, you have a reaction command that will let you optionally choose to go Antiform as well.
Oh,
and
that's
if you
cool.
and if you do, the game will start printing information prompts to you that tell you about the new Antiform mechanics. I won't say it's perfect, and that's why there's like an entire guide video up for it, but I wanted there to be something in game that was like, hey, Antiform's kind of sick now, bucko.
I think this'll do the trick.
Yeah, Vexen's basically a tutorial fight, and you might think like, oh, why would you make Vexen the tutorial fight? Are you insane? Are you stupid? But the idea is that, one, you need to actually learn the form if you want to, be good at it, because it's actually very different to how Sora plays. And two, I changed Antiform's entire revenge value system to accommodate this, so you're not just adding +3 by starting a new attack, because what I neglected to mention before is you can cancel any of Antiform's attacks at any frame with any of his animations.
Oh,
you are not hard locked. You are not hard locked into those animations if you're using the macros.
You can just code that?
Yeah.
That's wild.
So, because of that, Antiform is very, very cool, but because he plays like, like a Dissidia character in that sense, you actually have to adjust to it. Like Antiform, you're basically playing an entirely different game with Antiform, which I felt is how it should be. Oh yeah, and then I added a time slow on R2 if you press it when you're not attacking.
You added a what?
A time slow.
Oh.
And anti-glide is unaffected by the time slow, so you can just glide while something's slowed. And then when you do an actual attack, it removes the time slow. So yeah, anti-form is pretty cool. That's like one of the few instances where I'm like, let me give Sora a capability that he didn't have in the original game. It like might be a little bit out of place, but trust me, you're gonna see it and you're gonna be like, wow, that's so cool.
Huh? What?
You didn't charge fast enough, dude. You gotta mash.
I did.
It's don't you love Mario Party? You gotta mash, dude.
Did you change that, or did I just suck?
Oh no, I didn't change anything about this.
Oh no.
Hey, you crit him. That would've been really funny if the game actually killed him off that. I've never tested that.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
That was weird.
So you can cancel a cancel? Yes, you can. Look, if you really want to, you can do some really dumb shit. Like you can glide back and then cancel the glide with a finisher to retain the momentum backwards, and then cancel that into another glide and just spam that if you want to get to the other side of the field. Like, anti-form is seriously insane, and it has really good combo game because of the RV system that I changed. But like, you're locked into it, so it's basically like, okay, you have the power, which I do think is fine with anti-form if you can optionally choose to go into it. Like, okay, you're gonna use the power of darkness, well, you better be prepared. Better do it. Anti-form now sounds like DMC on crack. Oh yeah, there's one other unique mechanic to anti-form specifically. Hey, yeah, welcome to those guys.
That scares the shit out of me.
The other thing with anti-form is it has the only contextual-based hitbox in the mod. And to explain what I mean by that, I mentioned the kickflip attack before. If you do it on the ground, it's the normal hitbox, but if you do it in the air, you will actually spike the opponent back down to the ground, so you can knock them down, and then anti-form will spin to the ground with them, and then you can transition from an air combo to a ground combo.
Holy shit.
Because the only thing that I didn't like about anti-form was because you would eventually just kind of naturally go into an air combo, and like, if you were like concluding your ground combo stuff the majority of the time. But there, you can just do whatever you want. Those are from Days. Yeah, there you go, the Gaming Shark. The Deserters, you got it. AKA the guys who got into the crack den.
Take this.
So you're having fun with Valor this playthrough. I like to see it. Yeah, that's the benefit of challenge mode is the enemy AI will be harder in a lot of areas, but on the other hand, you can just freely go between your forms.
It's awesome. I love it.
Oh yeah. You're also on the patch that actually balance limits around challenge mode.
Balanced what limits?
Yep. So here's a
like
thing
these?
about. Yeah. So here's the thing about this. Because of the way the drive explosion works, now you can clearly go between the forms of everything to drive. And you kind of just constantly regain MP. So how challenge mode works is when it's enabled, you have a limit to how many limits you can do. So you have a limit, so enjoy saying that, by the way. So after you use, like, I think it's 3 limits for the party members and 4 for the summons, the game will lock you out of them until you're finished with the battle encounter.
Interesting.
Yeah, and don't worry, the game will tell you, because I can just call information prompts with the idle AI as well. Hoorah. Oh, you crit him. Let's go.
Yeah, I like that.
So as Halloween Town HUD? Yeah, because I did one thing for Halloween as like a return stream, and then I made this patch like 10 minutes before, and for whatever reason the Halloween HUD specifically is there for Sora right now. So, but like only for base form apparently, so you know, that's great. Happy Halloween!
Yeah, we were supposed to do the stream yesterday. Oh, nice recolor.
Like I said, revenue's on crack. Dude, I love the zoom in on the grin there. This world's very spooky. Let's see what else we got. Anti has Rising Spell and Groundbreaker, but done better. I assume that's a DMC thing. I'm not good with ability names most of the time. What about 0 XP? You can turn 0 XP on if you want. One of the drawbacks of challenge mode is that it also reduces your strength and magic stats permanently in terms of like the damage output, but not your defense. So if you want to like have even more of a challenge in challenge mode, you could do like EXP0 challenge mode. And if you want, you can do like, I don't know, a standard mode playthrough of challenge mode on. This mod is very intentionally made to be customizable to your heart's content. We've moved on from the Vanitas days of me forcing you all to play on critical mode. You're welcome.
I'm gonna do the cool thing.
Well, yeah, you gonna do him with the funny chandelier move or the...
This way.
Oh yeah.
Hit me.
Get him.
What the fuck? Oh, wait, I didn't really... Does he jump on the walls?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, shit. I guess
His animation is so cool.
Yeah, right? Okay, that's enough. Should be enough, right? Bro, come on. Just do your move. Bro, come on. I've never seen him whip before.
Yeah, in case you couldn't tell, I didn't update his AI.
You did?
I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Or he wouldn't whip attacks or
Right.
anything like that. I don't know, you're gonna die.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh, you parried him. Good job. I was wondering once something happened that doesn't happen. You know, it's funny. I was wondering if he was gonna get an RNG crit on him as he was fighting him and just kill him instantly.
Oh, cure.
Really want to main anti-form, honestly. You know, if this weren't like gonna be on the PC port as well, I legitimately thought about like putting a fourth option in the Station of Serenity, where it's just like the Shadow Roxas, and it's just like. It's just like, I don't know, the text would be something like, you can give up all of this power for the power of darkness.
That'd be
and then it would
so
just
cool.
And then once you turn to Sora, you would just have anti-form in your drive menu, and that would be like how... And so you could get it at, like, much earlier in the game. Darkthorn specifically is one of those bosses who I want to actually slow down and just move so fast. The nice thing about Darkthorn is he at least warns you before he's gonna move fast. Not all bosses do that. That's why he does that little roar thing. That's the Antiform getting some love? Yeah, listen, okay, look, Antiform's animations are too cool for it to be that bad mechanically. Okay, like, this guy just break dances as, like, a basic attack. Are you joking? Why is this form bad?
He's so good.
Also, the sound design for Antiform is awesome. One of the best things about being a modder is you can mute the music and you can just hear the sound effects without anything blasting over them. Antiform has, like...
This is a really good sound design.
Yeah, it's amazing. I had a little Twitter clip where I just played all of its attacks so you could hear the sounds with no music.
Retextured MIDI.
That's like one of the only cool things I put on Twitter. Why'd you do that, pray tell? That sounds hype, because the PC version's instability makes me paranoid about stuff like that, so we're not gonna do that. That's a trade-off for accessibility. Is that you get less cool stuff. There's a lot of stuff I'm actually holding back with this mod that I could just do if it was only gonna be on the emulator.
What'd you expect?
Darkthorn being so fast and runs away, I wish a number of games had boss spells like Bravery and Hate. Oh, he doesn't know.
What?
I won't spoil it for you.
How'd you like that? Freeze.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. If you ever feel like reading, the abilities menu Sora has for the forms does actually explain some of their mechanics.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, as much as I could fit into those small little text boxes.
Let's go.
You'd also have to make a 4th level route. That is also the other problem. But like, I could do that. I would just basically take the warrior route or something and then just repurpose all the level up things. But that's a lot of stuff.
Oh. I don't think I've tried that yet.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so this was another mechanic that I forgot to mention. If you hold triangle while going into a form, you perform a drive traversal, which means you cancel the explosion and can continue doing basic combos while you're attacking. Naturally, Mini's gonna ruin that for you, because the reaction command keeps appearing. But, you know, once you're not in a mini game...
okay.
Yeah. There's like two... It's a very multifaceted mechanic, which I would love to explain to you, but Minnie's currently dying, so...
Minnie!
Feeling a little regret?
Yeah, it's a literal mini game.
Shut up!
I can... Honestly, I can never tell if that was like why they did it, or if like it's just a coincidence, because I'm not sure if she's even called Minnie in Japanese.
You gonna cry?
Minnie, please, just walk.
She's trying to EXP farm for you, dude.
Please.
She's being considerate.
Please.
She's so considerate.
Get over here!
She's
Please!
so considerate,
Oh my god!
dude.
Oh, of course, right as I moved forward. Jesus Christ. Okay. Hey, Pulsey, how you doing?
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't want to let these Heartless kill many, honestly? That'll be the 4th anti-form route, is you actually kill many and then you proceed past the minigame.
The true path.
The true ending of Kingdom Hearts 2. Yeah. Hey, Folsy Fantasy, welcome to the stream, where it's so far not too scuffed, but that's open to change at any time.
It has, yeah, no, it's been really stable. Despite all my best efforts.
This is the most stable mod I've made. We've come a long way from Vanitas, thank God. Honestly, the only unstable things I know in this mod so far are my Data Zimnus 1 AI crashes randomly in last phase, unfortunately. And if you change the costumes like right before entering certain cutscenes, it can crash the game. But it's only certain cutscenes, and I don't really know what determines it yet. But you know, whatever. Who cares?
Okay, wait, you said
most of it.
Let's go.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so what you do is while you're in the drive menu, you hold triangle while selecting the form, and then you won't do the drive explosion, and then you can attack during that. Okay, well, you're doing the drive explosion still.
Oh.
Just hold triangle, select, there you go. And during that load time, you can attack, though it's gonna load faster. There you go.
Okay.
So this is definitely something that's mostly relevant to challenge mode, but because of this, what you can also do is when you go into a form, whether you do the explosion or not, if you hold R2 while the drive form is loading, it'll do a finisher.
I was doing that.
Yeah, or like a hard to access attacks. And it's actually different if you've done a drive in the air or on the ground. So you have what I call a drive traversal opener for the ground and the air, and that works with or without the explosion.
Yeesh.
Yeah, even the drive forms have entering a drive form has a mechanic. That's how dedicated I was.
Okay.
And a little fun fact about my code internally, that's called MK set. And that stands for Mortal Kombat.
Wait, what?
the drive traversal opener stuff. I base it on the old Midway Mortal Kombat games, where if you changed your battle style in the middle of a combo, and it would actually do an attack for the battle swap.
Oh. Shit.
Yeah. Mechanics among mechanics, upon mechanics, yeah, it doesn't seem that overwhelming somehow. Yeah, so here's the secret. If you want to add a bunch of mechanics to the game, you need to gradually introduce them instead of hammering them all away at once. And also, you need to make it so that the mechanics, like, the player doesn't have to use them, but there's incentive to learn new stuff, so that when they do use it and they pull it off, they can actually feel rewarded for doing so. Which is something that took me a while to learn, but we did learn eventually. Game design is hard and very nuanced, by the way.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And also, I respect you guys enough to not program tutorial pop-ups a la Kingdom Hearts 3 for fucking everything. I try to put the information where I can, and then it's up to you if you want to retain it and try it or not. Like custom Shion Mon Kingdom Hearts 2 win? Vanilla Fest Reach Behind story, you see that? Hell yeah! Some source hitboxes are actually really crazy. Ooh, nice crit. RNG or something, maybe? I'm not even sure at this point. Nice to see you. It's nice to see you having fun with Valor.
I love Valor. The fact that I can just go into it and not have to worry about my drive gauge.
Yeah. So basically, the idea for that whole drive traversal system is it's a way to add like this sort of hidden incentive to where you can freely flow in and out of base form and like all the other forms. So you can choose to have like.
Sorry, not to cut you off. I like the HUD, the redraw of Sora.
Oh yeah, the different expressions
I like
for the
that.
forms.
Did you put a little bandage on his face? That's awesome.
Yeah, that's my texture guy. He randomly hit me up and was like, so we can't recolor them, but we can change their expressions. So I'm like, that's a good idea.
I like that. Or thanks the resub. How you doing?
Oh my god. Vanilla Cola has been subscribed for 46 months, 42
Almost
months in a row.
4 years.
Dude,
Let's go.
dude, you got someone loyal right there. You better.
Mori's awesome. I love Mori.
Their name's Mort.
Oh, Mori.
Mori, okay.
I'll actually.
Okay, well,
Why did I start calling you Mori? I'm trying to figure out, because your name's Mori in 14, right? Is that what it is? Ah, fuck. Fucking stupid cars.
Oh yeah, first death. See, even
Nobody can get past the cars.
Yeah, they're very subtly AI modded, by the way.
Oh wait, that's not the right one.
Wrong one. Oh god.
Do you go by Mori or do you go by Vanilla? Have I been calling you like something that you don't go by?
You're going by their XIV handle, apparently.
Do you play 14?
No, I can't get addicted to MMOs or I'll never get any work done.
True.
Here's the thing, I have a lifetime subscription to Lord of the Rings Online from like 2006.
Oh yeah?
So I don't have to pay anything to play that MMO. And I love that game. And the only reason I stopped playing it was because I would never get anything done otherwise.
Yeah. There was a good chunk of time where I just like only played 14.
Yeah. Well, that's understandable. It looked pretty
It's
cool.
good. It's
what I
really
saw.
fun.
Listen, guys, Lord of the Rings Online. Okay, they added a brawler class where it's based on Helm Hammerhead, I believe is his name, which is a dude who just like fought in Lord of the Rings lore, fought armies with bare fists
Oh shit.
while he was drunk off his ass. Okay. So they added this class, and like, oh yeah, having fun.
Jesus Christ, dude, what the fuck did you do to them?
You're targeting the fire, man. You gotta. Yeah, welcome to the enemies that'll teach you how to parry. Or maybe brute force it. Wait, Goofy's your MVP? Goofy is actually your MVP.
Thank you.
You got saved so hard by my Goofy AI. Holy shit. He cornered that car. Anyways, yeah, guys, listen. In Lord of the Rings Online, right? They added this class, and you can play as a hobbit. Do you know what that means?
What?
That means you can play as a hobbit in Lord of the Rings Online, and you can uppercut orcs in the nuts to kill them. Okay?
Is that what you played as?
Once they added that class, I went back and I was like, dude, I gotta play this. Why would you, like, how can I say that sentence and you're like, wow, I really don't want to play as that?
Oh my god. There was, oh wait, was it called Arcane? No, it wasn't called Arcane. There was this mobile game that I played, because I wasn't allowed to play like MMOs or like a ton of like social games, but I like had an iPhone, like a iPad, whatever, iTouch, whatever they used to be called. And I remember I played this like really bare bones MMO, and you just unlock that memory. And now I need to find it.
Yeah, that's the MMO life. I enjoyed Lord of the Rings online PvP back in the day, back when it was super popular. Dude, there's nothing. There is very few things that gave child me the dopamine hit than like leading a raid of like 23 dudes. Sometimes like coordinating with another raid leader leading 23 other dudes, and we're like, okay, we're gonna flank these fortresses. We know the path that all these dudes are riding on their horses, and we're gonna fucking shoot all of them off their horses and ambush them. Like, that's so cool. And this is like a 2006 game, dude. Oh my god. There's something about that game that I just love as a kid. I also just love Lord of the Rings.
Isn't there like a new Amazon show?
Yeah, but it's not Tolkien, so I don't care.
Oh. What the? How? Did you change this?
No.
Did you not?
Well, yes.
Okay,
Well, yes, actually I did.
I was like, wait a second. It's been going too long.
I did change it.
Whee!
Oh. Oh. There you go. You did it. You got the one cycle I
Let's
gave
go.
you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
That thing takes like, I think 5 times more damage approximately now.
Thank you. Bless you.
Yeah, I hate mini games too, don't worry. Goofy's back is hurting so bad from carrying. Listen guys, don't underestimate Donald and Goofy in this mod. Sometimes they will surprise you because I improved their AI.
Oh, did
like,
you?
sped them up a bit. Yeah.
Oh.
You won't directly notice it in like boss fights for the most part, because they still can't make bosses flinch. But you know, Goofy was prepared for that card, dude.
He really was. His moment to shine.
They have some programming where if they're both close to an enemy, they are very likely to try and stun lock it together. That's why that car like literally couldn't move, because Goofy started that and then Tal was like, I got this.
How did you tune up dodge slash?
Yeah, dodge slash actually dodges attacks now.
Oh, cool.
And,
I actually, okay, so
that.
I'm a firm believer that I think dodge slash wasn't that bad. I think it's good for mobs.
It depends on the mob. The problem with dodge slash is the first they can actually just miss.
Yeah.
Because of the angle of the keyblade. And if you're missing like a berserker with dodge slash, you're fucked. He's gonna get up and do his like 20 hit maneuver.
Yeah, I feel like solo, like one-on-one, it's not a good ability. But I feel like if you're surrounded by like shadows or soldiers, like it's pretty good.
Well, the problem with dodge slash primarily is like it's a very long animation that stops you from getting to your finishers this fast. Like if it were in a game like Birth by Sleep, I'd be like, wow, dodge slash is so cool. But a lot of Sora's attacks are just way too responsive in comparison. That's what makes dodge slash feel so bad the majority of the time. No, and again, the first hit just missing. Like Sephiroth recovers from weak hits so fast that if you whiff a single hit of dodge slash, he'll actually kill you with the sword.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's shockingly unpolished in a game where a lot of sword shit is polished. Damn, that guy stunned him into your attack. That was cool.
God, I fucking love it.
Let's go, cannon combos, dude. See, this is what I did as a kid. I would always try to combo these feats into the cannons and into each other. I never played this fight like properly on stream. Yeah, the thing about aerial finish is aerial finish intentionally has disjointed hitboxes programmed onto the keyblade for it to match the blade waves. Dodge slash doesn't have that, so when it pulls the keyblade back, it's more primed to miss. So it's I don't know if it's hard to say if it's like an animation error or just like it's like an actual like oversight, but the fact that Sora also just doesn't move fast enough during it is pretty much what makes it fail. Like there's multiple ways it just fixes. Ooh, nice crit. Let that other Pete know who's boss.
Easy
Gosh, less
peasy.
than how I think Vicinity Break does. Vicinity Break has a massive like disjoint to match its effect. And also it's actually tied to Sora himself instead of the Keyblade, so it's like not gonna miss.
There we
Sarah
go.
had to go. Good night, Sarah.
I see you, Sarah. Thanks for hanging out. We're probably gonna end up soon because I'm getting sleepy. But I wanted to get one more drive form to check out.
Oh yeah, Wisdom was great. You just read the abilities on Wisdom, and you'll be surprised.
I feel like I've seen a lot of your clips that there's a lot of studying here.
Oh yeah. I mean, hey, you're free to watch the guide videos whenever too.
Yeah, I watched the first one. That's how I knew how to do like the R2 stuff. But I didn't watch all the other ones yet. Wisdom arts. Differing properties. Oh.
Oh yeah.
Shot must be used after match. Oh. Stores MP. Oh, that's a great change. I like that. Now barrage shots turn coming. Ooh, Sage traversal. Hold R2 about entering the form deluge brush. Okay. Keyblade master.
So remember all those alternate button inputs we're starting to introduce? We're getting a little bit more.
Okay. Makafo. Oh, for prizes relative to. That's awesome.
What did it say? I actually forgot what I put there.
If you taunt them, you get different like items depending on the size.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, I like the recolor. Holy shit.
That's a Reveneer being a Giga Chad.
Whoa. Interesting.
Yeah, so I'll tell you one thing. If you go
Whoa.
into the other room, there's also a Lark Scene training dummy.
Wait, what? In here?
Yeah. People think nobody may cry. People think nobody may cry. I did this first.
Whoa.
I did this first.
Oh, is it like a physical hit?
So basically, she's not gonna attack you. By the
No,
way.
sorry. Yeah,
So you can just do
the
it.
blue shot. Is that like a the red shot? Is that like a physical hit?
Yeah. So basically, the blue. So the properties here, the green shots actually will track to multiple targets regardless of your position.
Yeah, okay, I saw
the
that.
blue shots are basic. They restore the most mana. Also, the green shots have armor pierce. The red shot also has a little armor pierce, which is why she's like
Oh,
getting
an armor
slightly
pierce.
popped
Okay,
up.
I heard a different hit effect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Holy
so does
shit.
Reveneer. Let's go.
That's
How's it
awesome.
feeling, dude?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, Rev. That skin sucks. What?
Let's go.
Looks
He
awesome.
likes to say it. likes to say that about his own skins.
Oh.
That's my extra guy.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, so the idea
Oh, and you
here
gave him
is,
an actual air combo.
Yep.
That's the one thing I don't like about wisdom.
Yeah, you can do those R2 things in the air as well, by the way.
Let's go.
Wait.
You summon Reveneer by going Wisdom form. He loves the gunslinger-esque energy here.
Oh my god, I love that.
Yeah, so there is so I'll introduce you to how Quick Run works in this in this form, by the way.
Okay.
You can actually jump out of Quick Run, and you can do Quick Run in the air as well.
Oh.
And this is how you gain enough height for Shot Storm. So then what you do
right.
is you can...
Yeah, then you, what, a whole triangle?
You do, like, any attack, and then you do triangle, or, like, any magic. And if you're high up in the air and do triangle, you can just do that all the way down.
Okay.
Yep.
It's like, the KH2 shot lock.
Yeah, kinda. And then, you can just do whatever the hell you want.
Ah, shit.
What exactly is this Lark scene anyway? It's an unused version of her boss that has incomplete animations, and like the only thing her AI is programmed to do is rotate to you and just idle. So I just repurposed it as a training dummy.
I love that.
And also like come on, if we're gonna pick a training dummy, everyone like the only competition Lark scene has is Donald in terms of who people would want to hit, right? So, yeah. Clark seems just kind of good for it. And now that you have multiple dry forms, now you can, like, if you ever want to, you can try doing combos between the forms as well, which is very, very high skill and stuff, but you can practice it and get good with it.
I doubt I have the skill for that.
You'll get there. You're already reading. That's like better than a lot of people. Hey, you get green shots for that one. Fun fact. Yeah, there's legit.
I love that. Sorry, what?
Yeah, if you do the finisher variant of finisher magic, then R2 will shoot yellow bullets instead of the red ones.
Oh.
Those pop up and are pretty much always gonna hit a boss's revenge value. So yeah.
God.
Incid, Diz, and Sephiroth are definitely above Lark scene for me in terms of fodder. Fair enough, but two of those things do not have damage animations. Bio just finished Disney Castle and is just fucking around with the dummy.
Oh, you know
now.
what I see is I want to see what the other HUD is.
Ooh. Checking out the expressions now. Hell yeah.
What we got? Oh, like Star Eyes! I love that. Holy shit.
Yeah, Wisdom Form is just happy to be alive in this mod, honestly. He's so happy in his HUD.
Oh man. Dude, this is awesome.
I mean, if you had a Keyblade gun, you'd be pretty happy with your life too, right?
For real. It's still my favorite thing. With I love that shotgun. In Union Cross, actually one of the medals is like they just took a freeze frame of that. Like having his gun cocked like a shotgun.
Oh, is that like the little metal icon for him?
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Awesome.
Do you want to call it for the night?
Oh, I think
Since you're getting tired?
Yep. We'll have to continue though, for sure. Or I'll have to get like a save file that has like everything unlocked, so I can play around with it.
Yeah, it's up to you. I can send you a complete save if you ever want to.
Yeah, that'd be
also, what's the next day?
I usually do like Fridays. If you want to do next Friday, I don't know if you're busy.
Yeah, next Friday is fine.
Hell yeah.
I'm flexible. I'm my own boss. Fuck you. One of the only benefits.
Yeah. This is fun. Thank you so much for letting me like try this out.
And no problem.
If you guys want to follow Xadd, let me get the link to your.
If you guys like this mod and want to see more mod footage, make sure to check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Bio-Roxas.
Shut up. Okay, here we go. Here is Xadd's YouTube channel. Do you want me to link your Twitter?
No, I don't put anything on there.
Um,
I'm just using it to repost like cool Absol art at this point as like bookmarks.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, I'm glad you're having fun with it. We'll pick it up next Friday.
Oh yeah.
Thank you all for tuning in to Bio-Roxas' stream.
Oh god. Let's see. Who should I read you guys into? Oh, I don't get to raid K a lot. They're playing some Final Fantasy XIV. I think they're doing they're doing something like a raid train maybe for ADHD awareness. So if you're on Twitch, then join in on that raid. If you're on YouTube side, I'll spam the link once we raid over. Thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you. Fuck, I don't even know. At least next Friday. That we have that one set in stone. I don't know what I'm doing this week, so I'll keep you guys updated. Join the Discord if you want to stay updated, and I will see you later. Bye bye.
Fare thee well, friendos.